The Neighborhood Care Staff team is comprised of a group of 6 community organizers. 5 of them are paid staff, and 1 is a very dedicated volunteer who's been working with us for over a year now. And the community organizer's role is to go out into these vulnerable communities and identify who are the natural leaders out there and just start to build relationships. The Neighborhood Care Staff goes out into the communities that are facing particular challenges, particularly vulnerable, whether they be low-income communities or where there's a greater concentration of immigrant residents. And they bring folks together to look at their communities, really come up with a vision of what they want to see change, how do they really want to see their communities improved, and what can they themselves do to make that happen, and who can they work with and partner with to help them make that happen. It's about knowing that if we're all in it together, we have a better chance of making the kind of changes we want to see happen. And so it's really important for residents and the agencies that serve them and the schools, the places they work, the local governments that represent them, to really develop deep partnerships in order to create the kind of communities that work for all of us.
Leadership naturally happens. I think at the first meeting you can tell who has the capacity to put aside their own personal interest and be able to speak on the behalf of the community, or is interested to really find out what the community really thinks. Well, I think there's a moment in which people understand that they can do more, dream more beyond of their limitations that they see in their community. And when they understand that, I think it's easier for them to realize just the potential, the capacity that a unified group can have in really creating change.
So a big part of what they do is leadership development and helping the leaders in the communities develop other leaders as well. So we've developed a partner program to the Neighborhood Care Staff, which we call Agents of Change Training in Our Neighborhoods. We refer to that as ACTION. And that's a program through which we can really help these leaders we're mentoring go on and mentor others as well. It also has some components of grassroots organizational development. How do you organize the kind of community group at a grassroots level that's going to help you make and sustain the kind of changes you want to see?
In Sonoma was a little difficult to enter to the population because they are very local, the Latino population that I work with are from Mexico. Most of them are from Michoacán and Jalisco, and because I am from Argentina, they told me, you are not Latina. So I ate a lot of tamales and drink all the horchata, and now I am into the population. The objective is to make social change.
So community building is about doing it together, and the Neighborhood Care Staff has so many important partners with which we do our work, and over the last decade and a half there's more than I could name, but right now our relationships have really been strengthened, and our work has so much been improved by being part of groups such as Health Action and being part of the Community Activity Nutrition Coalition and all of these important groups that are looking at how do we improve the health of our communities in different ways and looking at it differently and realizing that we do have to have strong relationships to work together to really achieve the kind of deep sustainable change we're after. So I would just encourage everybody to look around, because there is no shortage of ways to get involved in building community in Sonoma County.